Good morning, friends. We are observing planning and organizing at supervisory level. Let us discuss objectives or purpose of planning. While formulating these objectives, one must consider objectives of that organization, nature of resources available with that organization, aspects such as productivity, profitability, marketing and other related aspects, innovation nature, managerial performance till date as well as productivity, and worker performance and attitude. Along with these above objectives, one must consider the organization's accountability towards the society also, which is very important aspect in terms of objectives. The main or important characteristics of objectives of an organization must be, it should be multiple in nature. There should not be single objective, and there might not be. One cannot set a single objective, that means to achieve higher profit. Along with this profit, many aspects like quality, worker satisfaction, then customer satisfaction, then quality, then many other aspects are associated with these objectives. Along with multiple objectives, there must be a hierarchy also with that objectives, that this is a prime objective, this is secondary, this is tertiary, this might be secondary objectives, and so on. Apart from all these, objectives must be long term as well as short term objectives also. Long range objectives might include making number of branches, opening abroad divisions, opening multiple divisions, opening multinational companies, that means companies in number of nations, achieving highest market share for that particular product, and so on. Short term may be achieving ISO standards, achieving higher productivity, achieving carbon credits, effective utilization of resources, and so on. One more aspect is objectives must be interdependent objectives, as well as objectives must have priority also. After that, let us discuss what is the main requirement or why these are necessity of an objectives. See, without any defined objective, one cannot predetermine goals or set of targets. Let us take your own example. Unless and until you set an target or objective that let us complete diploma education in minimum possible time with distinction. Let us say this is an objective, then you can be easily draft out a plan so that you can achieve this step by step. So, this objective must be precise, clear, measurable, that means SMART. What do you mean by SMART? So, it is specific, achievable, measurable, achievable, realistic. One cannot set an objective like I would be Prime Minister of India within next 5 years. It is not that much realistic, because you are not no way you are in politics or in any organization, so it is not realistic. And the fifth one is SMART, fifth one is time bound. So, such objectives you should set, and then only you can go for planning. So, the first benefit of this objective is you can chalk out or draft a plan, and that is very thorough plan you can set if you have objective in your mind. Second benefit is you can motivate with that plan. See, if you have set up a plan to achieve, to score distinction, then this will motivate you some or other way, and you can work hard to achieve that objective through proper planning. Next one is coordination. Everyone is having their set of goal and which is common, and so it initiates coordination among various departments and personnels. It also creates basis for decentralization as well as planning and control. The next benefit, it removes a messy action because you have perfect action plan as such, and that is why no messy action might be there unless and until you have very rough plan in your hand. Next benefit of objective is it encourages better management as you have all plan written drafted in your hand. So, it encourages higher and better management aspects. It also reduces misunderstanding and conflict because each and every part of that organization clearly known objective, plan and draft, and that is why no confusion, no misunderstanding and no conflict, or one may say it reduces conflicts, it reduces misunderstanding also. So, one must be clear that objective is nothing but goal setting. In very simple way, it is goal setting. It might be of three types: short term, medium term and long term. Let us take your example. Short term goal, taking maximum marks in current year. This is short term goal. Or you may say very short term, in short term also, very short term, medium short term and short term. So, very short term is achieving good marks or achieving 100% marks in class test. This is very short term objective or goal setting. What is medium term, medium short term? Achieving 100% attendance. And third, achieving distinction in current year. What is mid-term? Completing diploma education in a minimum specified time with minimum distinction. This is medium term goal. What is higher term goal or long term goal setting or long term objective setting? Achieving a good job in multinational organization or starting your own enterprise or starting a startup with the help of knowledge which you have gained till date. Let us discuss what is the scientific way to achieve goal setting or to draft a goal setting. Let us say what are the approaches for the drafting of goal setting. That must be smart, that is specific, measurable, achievable, realistic and time bound. So, let us say first approach is traditional approach. Take a pen and paper, write down all your necessary requirements and your necessary goals. Second and much scientific is management by objectives. More specifically, scientifically known as MBO, management by objective. In this, organizational objectives is converted into personal objectives. The objective setting in MBO, that is management by objective, creates an integrated hierarchy of objective throughout the entire organization. In this process of objective setting in MBO, superiors and subordinates jointly identify common objectives, set the result that should be achieved by the subordinates, assess the contribution of each individual. Each and every individual is contributing his efforts and his work in that MBO, and integrate individual with the organization so that the resources of organization are put to their best use. So, this MBO is a process of goal setting by contributing each and every individual in that organization. So, this is a scientific way because not single individual is seated in AC office and creating a draft which is irrelevant to the last personnel and which may not be suitable for him. So, this is the contribution of all individuals in order to achieve or in order to write down draft of objectives or goal setting. Then next one is writing a policy. Policy is again a same thing. How we are going to achieve day to day working and how we are going to achieve by this day to day working our prime objective or prime goal. So considering each and every individual's opinion, one must write a policy. So let us see what are the good characteristics of best policy. So it should address each and every individuals so that objective of an organization can easily be achieved. It should provide outline so that every individual can do some minor work changes in that in order to achieve final policy outline and final objectives. Any two policies should not be contradictory and conflicting with each other, and it should not confuse it should not create any confusion or a delay in decision or ambiguity in a statement. The policy statement should be flexible and logical. One may not fix illogical statements such as work for 15 hours, 20 hours or work till your goal is achieved. These are illogical or unachievable statements. So one should avoid such statement while writing. It should be clear-cutly mentioned that without violating government norms, one should go ahead. Policy statement should reflect the business organization nature, such as our business should not give the bad quality of any product, or you must be satisfied after using this product, such as many hotels, many restaurants, many organizations are using such slogan, इससे सस्ता और इससे अच्छा कहीं नहीं. So your policy should reflect through your policy statement. Last but not the least, policy statement should be in written form and the language should be understandable to each and everyone. If multinational or cosmopolitan organization is there, then they should use more than one language is a must, because everyone can understand what is their policy, what are mission and vision, what are objectives, what are goals and all other things. Otherwise they cannot achieve their goal and objectives. It is difficult, though they are very familiar with what is going on, but if they can't read what is the written in policy, then it is difficult to achieve. So this must be in consideration while giving guideline to policymaker. The first one is that it should be written and should be understood by each and every person, not only in writing form, but take one or two orientation also, one or two lecture also, so that they can be easily understand what is exactly written and what is exact meaning of what is written. Policy statement should be clearly reflect in the objective of an organization. Each and every individual should participate in policy writing because they are only the implementer of policy. Policy statements must be flexible and timely. It can be modified or changed according to the situation. So it must be little bit flexible also. There should not be contradictory statements in policy document, otherwise it may create confusion and conflicts. Policy statement should not be detrimental to the society. That means any statement should not be against the interest of whole society, though it may be out of the organization, because society as a whole is important for every individual, though the part of organization or outside. So no any statement should harm outside organization, in general a society as whole. And last but not the least, the policy document should be regularly reviewed, because there might be the situation change and one can be one can be forced to change the accordingly, and that is why there must be periodical review for your policy document as such.